So if you watched the last video that I posted to my channel, it was a part 1 of a collaboration I'm currently doing with Queer V Art here on YouTube. And for our collab, basically what we decided to do was kind of just a original character art swap. So in part 1 we drew our own original characters, and in part 2 we swapped back and forth, and so I am drawing V's character and V drew my character. I will have a link to V's YouTube channel as well as their Patreon in the description below, and I'll also have a link to their video for part 2 and part 1 of the collab, so if you're interested in that, definitely check it out. I mentioned in my last video, V is really cool. You should totally check out their channel. They have gorgeous art, they're really fun, they have a very bubbly personality, and they're just very nice to listen to, even if it's just background listening to them do art and talk about stuff while you're doing your own art or whatever, you know. I really like their channel, so definitely check them out. Again, links are in the description below. So in this video, I am drawing V's character, Sarah Lee. She's just this monster girl. She has pink skin and reddish hair. A super cute design, definitely in the realm of things that I am a fan of. I like cute things as a whole, so V picked this character with good reason because I like cute things. I think that's very obvious throughout most of the art that I end up drawing. So with this character, I kind of struggled with it at first, honestly. I knew I wanted to do it in Copics, so I did use the same mixed media paper I used for my last illustration. Did I? No, that's a lie. No, I did my other one in a sketchbook. Never mind. I'm thinking of something else, I think. I used different paper, because V and we actually decided to ship these to each other, so I couldn't do it in my sketchbook. Well, I could have, but then I would have had to rip it out, and I don't want to play those games. But I did struggle with sketching this at first, honestly. I sketched my first sketch, I wasn't super happy with it. I did this one, I played around with a couple more ideas, but everything I drew after this sketch was worse than this sketch in my opinion, so this is what I ended up going with, because while we weren't in a huge time crunch, I definitely wanted to get this done sooner rather than later because I didn't want to push it off. So this is the sketch I ended up going with. I wasn't super happy with it at first, but at the end of things, I'm not upset with how this illustration turned out. In my opinion, it's not my best, but it's not my worst. I still think it does look really cute, and I feel like I gave it its best shot at being I don't want to say good because that's a bad category to go into rating art as good or bad. I gave it its best shot at being something I'm proud of, I guess, by using Copic markers. I've mentioned it before that Copics are pretty much my favorite medium. I really love them. I wish they weren't so expensive, but gotta like the expensive stuff, I guess. I do have quite a selection of Copic markers, but I didn't have exactly the right shades for this character. The skin tone was definitely the hardest part for me. I did end up layering quite a bit on there, but overall, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Her undershirt is a different color than what it's supposed to be, and I also forgot part of the design. She has dots on her sweatshirt that I just didn't put on there, and then I didn't realize until after I had shipped out this illustration, so I was like, oh, oopsies. But that's okay, I guess. And as per usual with my Copic illustrations, I did end up lining it with both a Prismacolor Verithin pencil, which is the black one, as well as a Prismacolor Color Race color pencil. So I really like that combination. I like doing kind of a base outline in the pinkish rosy color pencil. I think it is called Rose, and then doing bolder outlines, I guess, or just more defined outlines with the black colored pencil. I think they complement each other very well, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before that I just really like the way that colored pencil outlines look on top of both watercolor and Copic markers for me. I just feel like it looks very soft. In my opinion, it looks a lot better than any kind of fine liner just because it's very soft looking, so that is how I prefer to color my Copic illustrations. So, as I mentioned before though, we did decide to ship these to each other. What we decided to do actually was draw our part 2s and then ship them to each other without sending each other pictures of the actual drawings we did for each other. So we didn't actually know what the pieces of art we were going to receive in the mail looked like until we actually had them in our hands, which was really exciting. I just thought that would be a really fun idea. That way it would be kind of a surprise when we got the packages, so I was really excited to get V's package in the mail, oh my goodness. And also, it was pretty cool shipping something not to like sound like I'm 12 years old, but in my entire 20 years of life, I have never shipped anything in the mail. Is that weird? I think that's weird. I've never shipped anything before. So that was a very adult thing for me to do, but like I said, I was so excited to get V's package. It had such a sweet note inside, and V wrapped everything like really professionally. I didn't have any plastic sleeves to put anything in, so I just kind of like wrapped everything in tissue paper I had just to make it look cute. But like, V included so much stuff in this package. I was so excited when I was opening everything. They put washi tape to decorate. It was super, super cute. I had a lot of fun opening this. I don't have the audio of me opening this just because like people were in my house and around and I didn't want to like be talking while I was opening this, so I'm sorry there's no audio to me opening this, but like, oh, look at all these stickers. And like right off the get-go, I found these 2 stickers that were my absolute favorite. There's a little bunny and this little like apple. I think it's an apple. It kind of has like peachy colors, but it looks like an apple. But like that bunny sticker is so cute. I really like stickers. V and I have bonded over AliExpress stickers because we both have an AliExpress problem. So now I have more stickers. And then it came to V's art, which I was so excited for. The piece on top, I was like, oh my goodness, I really like flowers. Flowers are a good aesthetic. If you haven't noticed, I like flowers. I draw them a lot. And I was just like in awe of how pretty the top one was. They're all gorgeous. And of course the illustration of my character is at the bottom, which I was like, okay, I'm gonna look at this one last because I know I'm the most excited for it. But pretty much as soon as I pulled off the like galaxy flower painting, I just like threw it aside because I was like, oh my goodness, this art is so cute. So I'm sorry to that little beautiful galaxy painting. I just like tossed it aside as soon as I saw the drawing of my character. I was like, oh my goodness. So I did want to show them off because I really like all the paintings V sent me. I feel very, very spoiled with this package because like I feel like I didn't send enough stuff in return, so maybe next time, because I definitely would love to do something like this again with V, just because this was such a cool experience. It was really fun to send art to someone and receive art from someone. And then the last thing V sent me was this really, really sweet card that had little swatches of Daniel Smith paint that they recently got. One of their subscribers gifted them a bunch of Daniel Smith paints as well as some other stuff, and they were kind enough to send me this, like, not only did they send me swatches of the paint to test out, but like V sent me this really detailed card with all of this information on the paints, and like, oh my goodness, that must have taken so much time. Thank you! I'm so excited. Those are the nicest paints I've ever had, so thank you so much, V. I really enjoy doing this collab. V's links are in the description below. Like I said before, please check them out. They're so sweet. But as for the video, this is it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.